What is up, party animals, and welcome to the Poop Scoop, a not-so-daily news show. This is something new I've been kind of wanting to try, where I just work on speaking abilities and discuss, topical things in the news, in social media, trends that are going on right now. So that's just something I've been wanting to do. So we're going to jump right in today with the first episode of the Poop Scoop. And I'm joined by a special guest today, RockTron. RockTron, how's it going?
It's going all right. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing quite well. It's bitterly cold, and it snowed this week, but,
First snow of
my
the
house
year.
is warm. It is. It's the first snow of the year, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. So we'll see. We'll see what the rest of the winter looks like. Coming up today on the Poop Scoop, we're going to talk about a couple movie trailers, as well as Disney's new streaming service, and then discuss video game addiction and whether or not that's a real thing or not. So, Rocktron, which movie trailer you want to discuss first?
I think about the. I'm gonna say the one that dropped this morning. For reference, it's the 12th of November, and the Sonic movie trailer dropped this morning.
Yes. So, if any of you were not aware, they're making a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Yes, the Sega character. They dropped a trailer. How many months ago? Several months ago.
Well,
And
the original release for the movie was back in July, so
that would date it quite a bit. I didn't realize it had been that long. But this is a live action Sonic movie. So the original trailer was met with a lot of negative press, to say the least. The
that's
Sonic,
being generous.
the Sonic character in the trailer looked horrible. It just was not good at all. And so after a lot of negative press and people complaining, and there were lots of memes about it, there were a lot of people talking about it, and even some people that tried to oh, look, I made the Sonic trailer better, and they made a new Sonic or whatever else. There were some really good ones. Sega actually listened to who's producing the movie. It's not Sega. What's the...
No.
Is it Sony?
I think so.
It would be good to look this up. Whatever.
It would be good to
They
look this up.
they dropped a new trailer today, and they've
Paramount.
completely redone Sonic. That's right, Paramount. They've completely redesigned the Sonic character, and it looks amazingly better.
10 times. Actually, no, it'd have to be higher than 10, honestly.
I'll see if I can find a screenshot, side-by-side comparison to put up. But
Oh, there's plenty of them, trust me.
there. If you have not seen either of these trailers, go out and watch. Try to find the first one and then watch the new one. It's incredible. It actually looks like a good movie now.
I mean, I think they were trying to go for a realism on the first Sonic. That did not fit his character at all. So from what it looks like, they went with more of a cartoon aspect to it. It's not identical to the game Sonic, but it's still a lot better than what they originally had.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. The trailer just in general is much better. It shows a bit more of the plot, and it shows that it's actually going to be it looks like it'll be a decent movie. It's got some good humor in it. Jim Carrey is playing Dr. Robotnik. So that should be interesting, but yeah, I'm kind of excited to see it. I don't know if I'll go see it in theaters or not, but if it ever comes out on Netflix, I'll go see it. I said the same thing about the Detective Pikachu movie. I wasn't a huge fan of the trailer, but
The movie was really good, in my opinion.
I never got a chance to go see it, so I don't know. But that's Sonic. Sonic is back and slated for a 2020 release. Do you remember? Did they have a date on exactly when it was
February
coming out?
14th, I believe.
February 14th. Oh, Valentine's Day. How nice.
Yep.
All right. Well, speaking of movie trailers, I don't know if you got a chance to see this one. I saw this yesterday trending on Twitter, but they dropped a trailer. Warner Brothers did for a new Scooby Doo movie. Did you get a chance to see that trailer?
I did actually see it. I was scrolling through Facebook while I was at work yesterday.
I
Great
think
thing
it
to do
looks
while you're on the job.
indeed. I think it looks like a really good trailer. It gives us the trailer. It, at least the one that I saw, was fairly short, but it gives us like a slight backstory to how Shaggy and Scooby Doo met, and it's really cute. It's a great animated style, somewhat similar to the new Scooby Doo shows.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen them either, but I've seen like the different styles. Like it can't beat the classic Scooby Doo look, but I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely better than the live action Scooby Doo movies that they made in the mid 2000s.
I mean, those are comically good.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I've seen a few of them. I like them because they're bad, honestly.
They're ironically
Yeah.
good.
That's what I'm looking for.
I watched the first live action Scooby Doo movie the day after watching Suicide Squad, and Scooby Doo was better than Suicide Squad. So that just tells you everything you need to know there.
Never saw that.
You didn't really miss much. But no, I'm excited for the Scooby Doo movie. I grew up with Scooby Doo. I had a lot of like the picture books, and I'd seen some of the movies and the TV show and whatnot. And I love Scooby Doo, and so it's kind of near and dear to my heart. Yeah, Scooby Doo. What about you? Did you grow up with Scooby Doo at all?
Yeah, I did. I watched a bit. I didn't watch as much as like some other stuff I saw, but Scooby Doo was definitely one of those that I saw a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking forward to it. Honestly,
Scooby Doo's a
since I've really
classic.
seen Scooby Doo.
Yeah, it's been a classic. He kind of got lost there in like the mid to late like 2000s, 2010s. There were a lot of weird like TV crossovers, like Scooby Doo meets the WWE and stuff.
Hey, the one was was it Supernatural?
Sure.
I don't know. There was
Oh,
one.
the TV show,
Yeah.
the live action one that had like all the
Yeah.
fairy tales and things. I think I heard something about that, but I never saw
Yeah,
it.
the
But no.
Supernatural crossover. I did see that episode, and I loved it. I honestly loved it. I haven't seen anything else of the show, but I saw that episode. It was really good. Showing
Yeah,
the characters
so
with like a mortality, like, oh crud, we're actually gonna die. That was
yeah,
really
there's
cool.
never quite like that sort of gravity in the cartoons, but it's exciting, and I'm looking forward to that. That also drops in 2020. I didn't see a date on that, so I'm expecting
Supernatural
probably
one?
no the Scooby Doo movie.
Yeah, I think that was
That-
May.
That drops. I don't remember if I saw. I was gonna say I expect like summertime probably for that.
May 20.
You know-
May 15th. Yeah.
While we're on the topic of movies, before we change subjects, I totally forgot that the Addams Family movie came out like 2 weeks ago
yeah.
or whatever for Halloween. I was excited to see that, and then totally forgot that it came out. Like, it might still be out. I don't know. I'll have to go check, but that looked kind of interesting too.
I mean, the movie came out a month ago. It should still be out for a little longer.
Oh, was it a month ago? Wow.
October 11th. Actually,
Wow,
yeah, month and
okay.
day.
Well then, I missed that boat. All right, moving on to other news. Today, Disney Plus dropped, the long-awaited streaming service from Disney that had been pre-ordered by many. Came out. I don't know if it was last night or this morning. Two mixed reviews. A lot of people were not able to access their streaming service that they had paid good money for. Yeah, so that's a fail on Disney's part.
I already heard it was going to be bad from some people who got early access, and them saying that it was not good.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about it. Like I'm not a fan of Disney. Hold on. I'm not a fan of Disney becoming the mega monopoly that they are, with owning everybody. But I'm excited mostly for the Star Wars content that they're going to release on Disney Plus. The Mandalorian, which is a show that I don't know if it's out now on Disney Plus. I plan on buying into Disney Plus and sharing that with my brother-in-law because I've been borrowing their Netflix.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, I'll share this with you, but I'll get into that maybe next week, into this week. I don't know. I just want to wait till.
I'm seeing that the first episode of The Mandalorian did actually drop with it, but with all the problems they've had, not many were able to actually watch it.
Yeah. That's the other thing that I'm afraid of, is that they're just going to drop one episode per week or whatever, which is going to be kind of obnoxious. But overall, I think it looked like they had a pretty good lineup of stuff. I haven't checked Netflix yet, but I'm assuming they're going to pull all of their Disney shows and movies and whatnot off of Netflix, including all of the Marvel stuff that was on there. And everything's going to exclusively go to Disney Plus. That's my suspicion.
I mean, everything moving forward is going to be on Disney Plus eventually, from what I understand. I'm just hoping that whatever's currently on there, they don't pull off immediately. Like, hey,
yeah,
our new platform's launched. Let's pull all this stuff. Because let's face it, we've had problems since it launched this morning. And the lineup on it apparently isn't very good either. So I'm mostly just waiting to see what they do from here, how they fix their servers, what they're going to do content-wise before I consider getting it.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a little bit of time to see. I don't know what the status is of their content and whatnot. I saw that they had The Simpsons now, too, which, okay, weird flex, but all right. I'm down with that, I guess. But I don't know. It's interesting. What's your go-to streaming service right now?
My go-to streaming service, I'd have to pick Hulu, honestly.
Go ahead.
Because I've got Netflix and Hulu, and Netflix has a bunch of stuff that I do watch. Hulu has some of the more current anime that's on TV right now, which makes sense because Netflix doesn't get it till months later potentially. But
well, hey, if you had this episode's sponsor, Crunchy, no, no, I have to agree with you though. I love Netflix for the no commercials thing, but Hulu just has a better selection of stuff that I want to watch. So it's kind of a mixed bag, but I tend to go towards Hulu. They've also got Futurama, which is my all-time favorite show. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where Disney falls into the line once they get their mess sorted out. But moving on. Yeah, who knows? Hopefully they get their crap together. But talking about getting your crap together, the last topic I kind of want to discuss, this isn't so much a news topic, but just kind of more of a personal opinion discussion topic. I wanted to discuss video game addiction. In regards, with me towards Minecraft, but I'm sure, Adam, you have some different opinions and views on this as well. But
yeah, and it's not.
Does video game addiction exist? Is it a real thing?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. For me, I don't think I get addicted to every sort of game. I think it depends on the game. There's a lot of stories from the boomer generation talking about like World of Warcraft, and they've all read the stories of parents that abandoned their kids and left them to starve because they were playing WoW for 57 hours. I've never gotten into like those MMO type games, so that's not like a big problem for me. I think the games that I tend to get more addicted to are kind of like Minecraft, like more RPG survival type games. Minecraft, Terraria, those kind of just dig their claws into me. And every time I come back to play Minecraft a bit, it just grabs me. And then 30 hours later, I'm just like, oh man, okay, I need to be done with this. I need to go do something productive with my life.
Right. And I understand the pull of some games like World of Warcraft. You've got a fan base and you've got a bunch of people online who are going to push you to do things. With Minecraft, you've got an infinite world and the quite honestly limitless possibility of what you can build, how to build it, how to do it. Not every time you play Minecraft is going to be the same, especially with all the servers out there. So
Yeah.
I definitely understand that. And you were talking about the MMOs like World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
I've played quite a few of them, not World of Warcraft specifically, but I've played games. I currently play Warframe on PS4. Great game, by the way. But I can only play it for so long alone.
Mm-hmm.
I need to have other people to help push me along if I want to keep playing those for hours on end.
Yeah,
So,
there's a lot of like there are some games that you can play by yourself. I think RPGs
Pokemon.
especially, yeah, they especially seem to have those sorts of hooks. But there are other games like you said, like Warframe,
Yeah.
or personally, I wouldn't say I was addicted to TF2, but I put in a lot of time over a couple years in TF2, mostly just due to like playing competitively. But like you said, that was because I had other people that I was playing with,
Mm-hmm.
and so there's this community that I kept coming back to and whatnot. So that definitely was a big draw. Um, but more recently, last week or the week before or something, um, I've been playing. I came back to Minecraft this summer, I think, when everybody did. There was this giant Minecraft revival, and there was Minecraft Monday and all sorts of other stuff. And the thing that I think it pulled me back was Hypixel released Skyblock, and I saw some YouTube videos about it, and I know. So that pulled me back in. I've been playing my Hypixel Skyblock off and on for the last few months, and it occasionally, there'd be a few days at a time where I'd play a whole lot, and then there are days where I don't play it at all, and I've come to a point where I'll just kind of like hop on and play for 20 minutes every day or two or whatnot. But a few weeks ago, I started playing Skyblock on another server called Archon. I don't remember. But anyway, it was a completely different Skyblock. Wow. Train derail. It was a completely different Skyblock experience that was also like really addictive. And I played it for a couple days, and then I just said, I can't do this. I have to stop playing because it was just sucking up too much of my time. And so unfortunately, like, it'd be fun to go back and play. I know they just reset the server, but it's something that I'm just going to try to stay away from because I know it's just going to be a huge time sink for me.
Mm-hmm. And that's the problem when you've been playing for something for so long. You may get bored of it, but you're like, I don't know what else to do, so you just keep playing it. And that's how it's been with me for a few games. Like, I don't know what else to do with my time. I don't really want to play this game, but I know how to do it, so I'm going to just keep playing it.
Yeah, or it's almost automatic. Like, your hand just drifts down to the button on the taskbar. You just, boot up Minecraft or Pokemon or whatever else, and then it's almost automatic, and you don't want to, but you can't help it.
Yeah. I was into playing a lot of like ROM hacks lately,
Mm-hmm.
like during the summer when you were having your Minecraft phase, and I would play those every day, especially like randomizers for Zelda, which are still fun. Don't get me wrong, but you play those often enough. I just honestly I have to put it down because otherwise
Yeah.
I'd be playing it all day, setting new worlds up and all that.
Yeah, no, like the ROM hacks, like you had me play a randomizer for Ocarina of Time, and that was really fun. I didn't know what I was doing half of the time, but it was really fun to, potentially break the game with items that you're not supposed to have and whatnot. Um,
I mean, it's not like
but
getting the
it,
strongest sword right off the gate is anything, but or not having a sword. I digress, though.
it's one of those things where it really takes some self discipline to just say like, I need to do something else. I need to, especially for me, I've I've been working from home like half the time because my job doesn't necessarily require me to go into work every day. I'm working on social media and video editing and stuff, so I don't have to go in every day. And so it's better for me to go in, I feel like, because I'm more productive. It's a different environment. But, at home there's a lot of distractions. I've got everything on the same computer. So I've got, all of my games as well as all of my, editing software and everything else. So it's a challenge and it takes a lot of self-discipline. How do you get self-discipline? Tell me how. How?
Honestly, there's no easy answer. One thing I found is I find something to clean around the house when I get up to go get food. And it's like, okay, I'm going to do that before I go back to this. And if I
Yeah.
can't finish it all at once, I had that problem today, I may come back to my room, but I'm going to purposely not pick up my controller
Yeah.
if my game's running and just be like, okay, I'm going to wait a few minutes, wait for them to finish up, and then I'm going to go clean. It's
Yeah.
more so about finding a distraction while you're going to do something you would do normally. Like, you're going to get food. Find something to pick up and do, cleaning-wise, before you go back. Make some sort of progress, even if it's not much. Like, just empty the trash can. That takes all of 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Something simple. You don't
The
have to
other,
do anything big to fix it. Just find something small and work at it whenever you can.
yeah. One of the other things I'd suggest is like finding another hobby besides games. Like it's easy for us to say, "Oh, we're gamers." Gaming is my hobby outside of work, whatever, which is fine. But it's good to have other hobbies besides that. Like I really enjoy doing creative things, and so I have a whole list of like different ideas and inspirations on Instagram that I really need to like go try making stuff. And so whether you want to make something or whether you play an instrument or whatever else, you want to read a book. Uh, I personally have a lot of books on my to read list that it's not getting any shorter.
Yeah,
I
I've got a
digress
few.
though.
I got a
Yeah,
few books I need to read, but I just haven't picked them up at all.
yeah, and some of it comes from like just not having the attention span. I recently just picked up a book that is actually entertaining. Like some of the books on my list are like, you read a few pages, it's like, take it or leave it. But one of the other things maybe to do is just like have a list. Make a list of things that you want to accomplish during the day and, challenge yourself not to play, whatever game it is you want to play until you've accomplished, X, Y, and Z.
Right. And while I agree with that, if you are trying to fight it, definitely don't try to do like a million things your first day. Like pick a couple small things you can work on, do them that day, then the next day add something else small to it. And as time goes on, you
Yes.
can add some more time-consuming stuff.
Yeah, and also like don't compromise. It's easy to say, oh, I'm only going to play for, 15 minutes and then I'll go do that. But 15 minutes can turn into 2 hours and, the rest is history.
If you've got a
I
day
think,
where you're not doing anything, don't start by playing a game. Like, heck, when you wake up, don't even look at your phone. Get up,
yes.
get ready for the day, make your bed. Make your bed
Yes.
should be... This is going to sound weird. Uh, make your bed the first thing you do in the morning. Like, that's one of the first... I read that a soldier did that, and he asked why he had to do that. If you get out of bed and just leave it, you're just going on with your day. But if you do that in the morning, you've accomplished something as soon as you get out of bed.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
made something.
that's one of the things that they say about, like, one of the habits of whatever. Yeah, I can't say it any better than you did. Yeah, don't start by playing a game. Start by, doing something productive, accomplish things, do your 100 sit-ups and your 100 push-ups and run 10 miles so you can become One Punch Man,
Do that if you're an athletic person. Start smaller if you're not.
Yeah, don't start doing 100 sit-ups or whatnot. Do
Start
5, do
just
10.
Do 10.
Yeah,
That takes like
work on
2 minutes.
those abs. But just a piece of encouragement in case you do, struggle with this, is don't beat yourself up if you waste too much time playing a game. You have a bad day, you end up, spending more time playing, whatever than you planned on, and then suddenly you just hate yourself, and there's just a wave of self-loathing or whatnot. Don't beat yourself up over it. Just
don't do that. Otherwise, you're just gonna play the game again.
Get a snack, go to bed, and wake up the next day determined to do better and have a better day. That's really what you got to do, is just, accept that, today wasn't as good as it could be, but tomorrow will be better.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's our what AA meeting for video games.
That was a bit of a discussion.
If you guys have any feedback on any of the topics we discussed, from the Sonic trailer and Scooby Doo trailer to Disney Plus, or if you have any comments on video game addiction, your experiences, anything that you've dealt with, or ways to overcome it, let us know in the comments down below. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Adam, for joining me on this. Love the feedback. Love talking with you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching / listening. I don't know what video was playing in the background, but I'm sure it was something good. So drop a like for that awesome gameplay. Yeah. Until next time.
It's just going to be a really terrible montage of you dying over and over as a spy or something.
Oh, man. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, behave your butts. Stay smexy, y'all. Deuces.
See ya.